Hey y'all, hey. Welcome back to my channel. I feel like talking today on my way to class. Hopefully this will be my last class for the semester. Because if I can do my project today, hopefully I don't have to come back to this class. Next week is finals. I only got one class I actually have to do a final exam in. But I came on here because I just wanted to talk. I haven't talked to y'all in a while. Ooh, this sun is sunny. I haven't talked to y'all in a while. I haven't vlogged in a while. I'm going to roll in some footage from I had vlogged some stuff. And y'all excuse the shaky footage because my street is one patch in my street that is very rough. But I had God, the sun. I have vlogged a few things while I was not vlogging, if that makes any sense. Yeah, y'all know I ain't filmed in days. It's been a tough one, but guess what? I'm in the store. We in the Dollar General.
Like, this is
and
crazy.
Yeah, 2024 garden finna be on and popping. Okay, they got all these garden things for like 50 cents. I'm gonna show you my basket. So,
this right here,
50 cents.
50 cents. We got everyone.
We got everyone on there.
Two of these that's bigger. They don't got the soil in there. It's
60
two of them in
cents.
there. It's two of them in there. So we got 4 of them. 60 cents.
And Halloween candy.
Halloween candy. That man was settling.
That man was putting this stuff in my bag. He's talking about, you need it, you need it. No, I don't. So he was still giving it to me. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah. Anyway, this is what we got. Okay, y'all. I'm filming Michaela. I'm not going to show myself. I look a fool.
I need a pen.
She got, tell them what she got.
Just a little job. I'm at my new job today.
She's gonna be
I have a acting
DMV
job today.
Customer.
My first real dealness acting job.
And I'm trying to get her to find craft services so she can sneak
I gotta fill out this paper first. And that lady was like, "What's your name?" Okay, the lady in the car made eye contact with me, and she was staring for like a good bit.
Okay,
She's spraying some on her face, girl. That's gonna
hit.
Huh? Yeah, she was like, no, she was spraying it like it looked like a kind of hairspray.
Oh, okay.
She was like, "What's your name?" I was like, "Michaela Martin." She's like, Martin. Yeah. Just check me off the list. Yes, I am here.
Okay, we're done. I don't know now. Not so sure. I don't know. I can't get a. This is a better, but I can't get a. Yes. I'm gonna sit outside and talk. I am a stalker. I have vlogged a few things because I was just doing stuff here and there, trying to keep my mind busy. As some of you know, most of you know, my daddy did pass away November the 17th, but he was in the hospital from October the 30th until then. And so from all that time, I literally was at the hospital just about every day, and I just wasn't in the mindset to film or vlog anything. Little stuff I did film or whatever, but I think I'm finna start getting back together because I am grieving hard, but I need to. My daddy would want me to continue my life and continue my life to the best of my abilities, if that makes any sense. I do want to talk to y'all because, listen, this is what I want to say from my heart. First off, thank you to everybody who sent any type of money, any type of of condolences. Thank you for y'all sending me text messages, emails, calling me on the phone. When I tell you I feel so loved by this community, I feel so loved by the community because y'all checked on your girl, y'all showed out for your girl, y'all supported my family through this tough time that we went through, and it doesn't go, it's not going unnoticed. Like, I really appreciate everything. I appreciate every individual. I'm not going to put everything out there because everybody ain't YouTubers and want people to know what they doing or whatever, and nobody told me that. But I just know that everybody don't put their life out there like I put my life out there. But just know that I appreciate you, and there is no amount of words that I can say to describe how grateful that I am that you all wanted to help and did help as much as you did. Like, there's no amount of words. My dad's funeral was amazing. Not saying that it was just great and I was just loving being there, but everything turned out so beautifully. Everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. There was some stuff behind the scenes that we thought we weren't gonna get exactly what we wanted, and when I tell you the funeral looked like $1 million funeral, it was like $1 million funeral, and it wasn't $1 million. Even the funeral home like surprised us on the day of and gave us this beautiful, like they have regular hearse, and then they have upgraded, and we were like, just give us a regular, you know, we on a budget, we really just doing whatever. We weren't doing whatever, but we was doing like the lowest price stuff that we could. And she surprised us with one that was called the Rosewood. That thing was so beautiful. I'm gonna pop a little video in so y'all can see. My daddy's riding in the Prince Charles special. Very excited about that.
See that? I swear. That right there was made. Huh?
Oh, I ain't even videoing. Yeah, listen. I am here for, but that car, I feel like my dad, if he was there at his own funeral, he would have been so proud, and he would have been so like, yes, like, he would have been like, ooh, that car. Like, that car was so clean. And I kept calling it the Prince, the Prince Philip special, even though Prince Philip had his own like custom like thing. But I felt like it was like worthy of like royalty. And she surprised us with that, which was so sweet. She did not have to do that at all. But it just goes to show like things just falling in place, and it was just so beautiful. People brought food just about, when I say, well, no, they brought food every single day. My daddy died on a Friday, and before he died, people was bringing food for us to have lunch at the hospital, because like people just know that when you're going through, it's hard, it's difficult to keep buying this hospital food. People was bringing us lunch up to the hospital and everything, and he died on a Friday. Saturday, somebody brought food. Sunday, Monday, like they was bringing food. We had so much food that we didn't know, we did know what to do with it, but we had so much food, and doing our part, because like it was a 7-day long just, okay, go to my sister's house, continue planning what we need to do, like meetings every day. We having meetings every day trying to talk about what is what, getting our funeral clothes together, all this stuff. That this is my first time myself, not my sister Stephanie, the one that's the lawyer, and I think my other sister Nitra, my nieces, dad died like a year or two ago, maybe. So she had to do a funeral before. I don't think my sister Shannon, when they lives in Indiana, I don't think she ever had to do a funeral before. My brother has never had to do one. My mom, of course, has had to help and do one for her folks. But this is my first time ever having to be there to do one. My sister said something really poignant at the funeral, because she spoke at the funeral about my dad and stuff. But she said something really poignant. She said that I kept saying that every time we come to a funeral, we're getting closer and closer to the casket. And she was like, when I got here today, I was like, oh my God, I am up front this time. And this time was true. Like, this is my first experience of planning a funeral, being involved, and it is a lot. It is a lot. One thing that I'm finna work on, and I plan to be here for a while. I'm just telling y'all, I plan to be here for a while. But one thing I'm finna work on is a living will, and to tell people what I want so that folks ain't stressed. And sorry for the sun, y'all. The sun is sunning. It's that winter sun. But I don't want my family to be stressed about planning my funeral and stuff like that. Another thing that I want to tell people, look into your life insurance and make sure, look into your folks' life insurance. I know I said this on my live, but look into your folks' life insurance and make sure everything is where they need to be. We are in the process of working on getting my mama some new life insurance, and we're in the process of working on suing these people at the life insurance company for whatever they swindled my parents out of. I don't know. My sister's a lawyer. She working on that. But look into that. Start, you know, I'm not saying that you gotta like plan yourself, but start just thinking, because it's, when I say it's so stressful on your family. Death is hard on the living. It's not hard. It's not hard on the dead person. It is hard on the living. And it is something that, you know, once you get older, you need to be thinking about and talking to your family and telling them what you want, your wishes. And if you feel like you got a family that's gonna do what they want to do, make your will, and they got to do what is in that will. But again, I just really wanted to make a video and talk to people, because I've been I'm not gonna say I've been talking to my family, but I feel like I miss y'all because I haven't been talking and doing my videos and getting that feedback in the comments and all that stuff, because I just have been, I ain't gonna say I've been in a funk, but I'm a daddy's girl through and throughout. I've been a daddy's girl since I was little, and so it's just so difficult for me to wrap my brain around that. I don't, like, my daddy's gone, and I'm getting to the point of now that I can talk and not cry about it. So and I know I'm gonna continue to cry, is helpful or whatever, but I'm getting to the point of now that I can talk to people and not cry about it. I keep wanting to call him, because I'm telling y'all, I talk to my parents, my mom, my daddy, every day, and it's very difficult for me to not be talking to my daddy. And my car has been giving me problems. Me and my dad had already discussed that we needed a new car, and then I was gonna be getting a new car. We discussed this a couple of weeks before he went to the hospital, and I was just asking him, like, do you think this car will hold on until the new year? And he was saying, yeah, probably will, or whatever. And this car had been giving me trouble. And y'all know my daddy was my mechanic. I have never went to anywhere else to get any type of anything done besides my daddy. I have never bought a car by myself. Anytime I buy a car, I take him with me, because he knows about cars, and car dealerships try to swindle women. And it's no lie, it's a fact. but they try to swindle women because they feel like you don't know what you're talking about or whatever. And when you bring a man, especially one that know what they talking about, because my dad, I always say, pop that hood, and he started looking at it. He bring his tester thing, he bring out his little thing that will give him a reading and let him know something wrong with the car, and they be like, okay. So it's gonna be very difficult for me. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be difficult, it's just gonna be different for me when I need to go buy a car, because I'm not gonna have him there to support me. Like, if my car make a noise, I would call and be like, hey, my car said you know, whatever, what is wrong with it? And he'd be like, oh yeah, that's just a blah blah blah, yada yada. Like, he knew by just me telling him what the noise was. And yeah, so I'm really feeling it all, and everything. But I'm gonna get through it. Everybody gotta go sometime, I know that, and I'm trying to be positive in everything, because my daddy was suffering. I'm not gonna lie. He had came to me months ago, because my daddy, I know he talked to my mom and talked to her about stuff, but I felt like he talked to me about stuff differently than he would talk to my mama. Because he would come to me and be like, well, you know, blah, 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 and your mama this and that, and she need to do that or whatever. And I know it's something that he probably went saying to her. But I said all that to say, he came to me a couple of months ago and kept saying that I'm just really getting tired, you know, whatever. I'm slowing down and I don't like it. I said, well, you need to go see about, you know, talk to your doctor or whatever. And I said, maybe you need to sit down. Maybe you don't need to be working on cars and stuff right now. Maybe you need to just go ahead and completely really retire and tell the people that you know, need to retire. He was like, nah, you know, I love it or whatever. And I'm like, I know you love it, but sometimes it's time to sit down. And he came to me again a couple weeks before he went to the hospital and said the same thing. You know, I'm slowing down, I'm getting tired or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'm noticing that you're slowing down, because one thing that was happening is he was getting so out of breath doing just little stuff like walking from the car to the house. They had a lot of steps, so he would literally have to sit after he got done, you know, like walking from the car, sit before he went up the steps, and then go up the steps and then sit before he went in the house, because it took a lot out of him. And so he was slowing down, and he knew it. And I feel like people know before they finna go, or know before they finna get sick or whatever. And he knew it, because he was telling me, but I wasn't reading that. That wasn't reading to me. It was just reading to me that he needed to sit down somewhere, he's tired, you know, whatever. And y'all know my daddy was hard-headed. I would tell him that he needed to sit down and he would still be doing stuff. But I just wanted to come on here and talk to y'all and update y'all. We are doing okay. CJ have his moments too, because CJ was very close to my daddy. My daddy was a granddaddy, but he was more like a second father to CJ, because, you know, CJ daddy don't live in the house, and he got so many kids. Hopefully he don't see this video, but my daddy was always available when CJ called and or whatever. And they had started working on, my daddy has a coin collection, and he like collecting coins. And if y'all know, every time I went out the country, I would buy him, I would get like money from that country, and he collected that foreign money and stuff like that. And him and CJ had started cataloging his coins earlier this year, and they started the process of like, okay, we can sell these on eBay. That was like their little project. They had bought like a scale thing, like they were very serious about it, and they started the project. And he would always tell CJ, yeah, when I go, I'm gonna leave you my coin set, my coin collection, and my tools. And he was teaching CJ how to fix on cars. Like he taught him how to change oil and and do breaks and stuff like that. So CJ is taking it really hard. Of course, Michaela, she wears her heart on her sleeve, so she takes stuff hard anyway. And she was taking it hard before it even happened. But CJ he doesn't show his emotions as much as we do, and so I know he is hurting. But yeah, we'll get through it. I know it's gonna take time, and that's what everybody says, time heals all wounds. I know it's gonna take a little time, and that's fine, because we ain't got nothing but time. We ain't got nothing but time. And I'm thankful to my job. I'm not saying that I wanted him to go, but he went at a time that literally gave me so much time off. We only get 3 days of bereavement, okay? So 3 days that you can take off. Of course, you can take more time if you just need it, but you have to use your own time, your sick time and whatever. If you just mentally need that, they will allow you to use your sick time for that. But because of the holiday, we were off on Thursday for Thanksgiving and Friday for Black Friday. So I took Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I already had Thursday, Friday off. So I was able to have a whole week off to really kind of process everything that had just happened. And so I'm like, not the perfect timing, but you know, perfect timing so that I was able to be off for a whole week. And sorry, yeah, because Birmingham roads are terrible. But I was off all of last week, and I think I might put this video out tomorrow at morning or whatever time, depending on, and today is Wednesday. I just say that, depending on how I'm feeling and whether I feel like talking to somebody, or whether tomorrow is not a good day for me. I may or may not go live tomorrow night. We shall see. I just don't feel like crying on live again. Because y'all are sweet. I love y'all, but some stuff that y'all say do make me very emotional, and it's not nothing that you've done. It's just the time frame that it is right now. I'm still going on my cruise, and that was another thing that it's like the Lord knew, God knew that I needed a vacation after all of this, and it is like coming in the perfect timing, because I don't think that right afterwards, like let's just say if I had a vacation planned for this week, I don't think I could have did that. I probably would have had to cancel, because I'm not in a place where I'm just ready to, I need a vacation, but I'm not in a place where I'm just ready to leave and be on vacation as of yet. But I feel like, which we leave on the 16th, that'll be right at a month of this happening. I feel like it'd be perfect timing for us, and my kids are excited. They like, oh, we need this vacation. We need, Michaela like, I need this. I really am so ready to go. So we're very excited about still going on our cruise. And who would have known that this is what's gonna happen before? But like, I'm talking about and the great thing about a cruise, this is why I advocate for a cruise. This is why I advocate, because you've been already paid your trip off. You've been already paid for your airfare or whatever if something like this happens beforehand. The only thing that I gotta worry about paying for is my hotel the night before, but I paid majority of that in points because I had so many points with Hilton. I think I'm like a silver, gold, whatever. I'm like one tier up from the basic tier because I stay with them enough. It'd be great to be more than one tier up, but that's when I am, one tier up from the basic tier. But anyway, I am going to end this video right here. I'm tired of bending my neck down because I feel like all y'all seeing is all this crap and the crack of my head, top part of my head. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all got some insight, and maybe you learned some stuff, and maybe it will help you in your process, or somebody, it will help somebody in their process. But just know that grieving is not hard. It's not hard. It's not a easy thing. And I'm gonna hurry up and stop before I start crying. I don't want to cry. I don't want my eyes to be red when I go to class. God, the light just changed. They're already blowing at the person, but I don't want my eyes to be red when I go to class. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, bye y'all.